Gotham Knights is not what we all thought it was gonna be. Let me explain. I'm just gonna say it now. Gotham Knights has fallen victim to average game syndrome. Yeah, that's what I said. It's honestly just a okay RPG Batman game. But why is that? Well, there's a lot of reasons. The actual progression, first of all, is not the best. The gear system is horrendous. I was left confused for the longest. And the game is structured like it's a live service game or something. I've even heard other reviewers say that it's like leftover pieces of a Marvel's Avengers or something like that. Barely better than that anyway. And the skill trees are just okay. They add a little bit of flair to the combat, but it's a problem when the combat is not good. We'll speak more on that later. But for the progression, however, it's not good either. You like the new movement ability? Yeah, you want to glide across Gotham as Nightwing, or with the Fortnite glider, or Batgirl's cape. Guess what? Do this 500 times for me, please. Thank you. Yeah, just do the same activity around 200 times for me, then you can get it. Yeah, now you have a nice movement ability. Oh, I forgot. You want to play as Robin now too? Oh, you want to get a movement ability there? Do that on Robin's character as well. They want us to do the same thing on every single character. It is not a do one and it unlocks all. You do it once on Batgirl, you get the movement for Batgirl. You do it once on Robin, you get it for Robin, and so on and so forth. So that is something that I don't like because it's just a waste of time and it's so boring, especially when this game is so grindy for no reason. Whew. And you want to upgrade your suit too, I heard? Oh, wow. Well, let's just see how, simple it's not simple. It would have been simple if there wasn't 36 different currencies and materials that I hate and I don't even know what to do with. It's easy to upgrade the suit because you just hold down the button, but the problem is that all those materials are there, so it just confuses me. What do I do with them? I do not know. And we do not know. We just hold down the buttons and upgrade the suit. And let's go into depth about the mods. I'm kidding. They're garbage. They're useless. They make no sense, and they're all the same. Now, when it comes to things like finishing main quests and the stories, it's very tedious. For example, if you want new evidence or information into solving a main quest, like for example, where is Joker? I know Joker's not in the game, but like, where is Joker? You have to beat up and interrogate 5 thugs for new information, for example. And it's just annoying and breaks up and slows down the pacing of the game a lot. And before we get into the combat, make sure you guys subscribe, please, for putting me through hell of playing this game. And if you want to see more reviews, and you can comment what else you would like to see, what other game reviews you would like to see. But speaking of like to see, you know something I don't like to see? The combat. It is so average. There's literally no depth in the combat at all. The combats are so simple and basic. I think you could just spam square and flip pancakes in the alley of a Wendy's, and you would still not lose a fight. Honestly, they move like there's shattered bones in their legs or something. They move sluggish and slow, and they don't have that glide or that swift movement I was looking for in the combat. Instead, we're left with these heavy hits. However, I will say that the cell takedown and finisher animations are top tier. Those are very, very good. But other than that, it's so lackluster. Besides, I would say Nightwing's combat is pretty good. I do like the way he flips around when he's fighting, and that is really cool to see. And that's about it for the combat. Things like stealth, the stealth is just so basic. There's no real depth towards it, like hide here. It's just like be above them, drop down, choke one out, go back up there. I expected more because of the fact that the game is a RPG, you know? Now, I haven't played as Robin yet, but I've heard some people say that Robin makes stealth a little better, so I can't comment on that too much, but maybe you guys can. And going back to the combat at least, it feels so, it feels unfinished. Honestly, like, if you actually like the combat, trust me, you won't by the end of the game. It gets so boring and repetitive that you just feel like you just don't even want to fight anymore. Like, I would just let them beat me up at that point. And the enemies to later in the game get so annoying. Oh my god. Please. You have to be so specific and precise with what you're doing to hit them. And they just have some annoying attacks. Not even like you're bad at the game so you can't dodge them. They're just annoying attacks, honestly. Please, guys, save money. One positive, I guess. One good thing I'll say, however. The game doesn't look bad. Gotham is nice looking, and I like the different areas, like the city, the industrial side, and everything else. The graphics are good. You know, it's 2022, near 2023, so the graphics are pretty good. Nothing spectacular, and nothing is like really trash. So for the graphics, pretty good. Now performance, I think it's pretty good. We can move on. No, we can't, because they restricted console frame rate to 30 frames a second. Sometimes it drops lower than that. I don't even want to ask why they did this. Oh, oopsies, they already told us. Because the Series S doesn't have enough power. Really? I don't know about you guys, but I have seen countless games with 60 frames on Series S. Now, I know every game is made differently, and it's obviously not easy to just magically add 60 frames, but I feel like within the time they're working on the game, they know that that's something that people would want, so they should have built around 60 frames and 960p, 1080p, something like that at least. But the game's out, can't do much, maybe in the future, but I don't think so. Oh, and how's the story, you ask? Well, let's go into depth about it. There's 8 missions, and it's predictable. Yeah, so not the best. It's a decent story. If you're just there for a Batman / Bat family story, you'll be good. So my final verdict is that if you're coming here for a slightly fun Batman game where you just play, solve crimes, beat up criminals, and beat up villains for a decent story, you'll have fun. But if you're coming here for a great Batman game with in-depth combat and amazing skill trees and progression, you're not getting that. Don't buy the game. If you're looking for something like that, don't buy the game. If you just want to have a good time, chill, play the story, you don't care too much about the other stuff, then yeah, sure, go ahead, be my guest. And something else I should add also is the customization is very good. You could change the cowl and the suits. I think there's 15 suits for each character. I should have said this before the final verdict, but the customization is very good. There's 15 suits for each character. You change the color, the cowl, how the symbol looks, how like the leg piece looks, and stuff like that. So that's very good as well. That's another great point. So if you're just here for a good Batman story, or with good combat, and have fun, then buy the game. By all means, have fun. But other than that, I think this concludes it, everybody. If you like the video or want to see more gaming reviews, then subscribe. Check out this review for A Plague Tale Requiem. Spoiler, it's much better than Gotham Knights. Have a great day, everybody. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and stay loving.